Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out an E.L.F Cosmetics palette, eyeshadow palette. This is actually my first time using eyeshadows from E.L.F. Where I live, they don't sell E.L.F at every drugstore, so only at Walmart locations they have E.L.F. The other day I was browsing through a mall and I saw that the Walmart that was there had E.L.F, so I bought a couple items, but in today's video I just want to focus on this eyeshadow palette. This is a matte for matte eyeshadow palette, and I've heard a lot of good things. This is not like a new palette or anything like that, but it is new to me, so I just wanted to do a video on it. I'm gonna do an entire eye look just with this palette because I don't want to use anything else. I just want to give you guys like my full first impressions on this palette. This was super affordable. I believe it was like, this eyeshadow palette was, oh, it was $11.97, so it was 12 bucks. 10 eyeshadow palette. It is all matte, and I also got two brushes which were super affordable. These brushes, one of them was $3.97 and the other one was $1.97, so like $4 and like $2. So it was really affordable. I only got two because these were the only ones that I felt like were gonna be a nice addition to my collection of brushes. The other ones that they had were just kind of like whatever to me, so I didn't get those. So we're gonna be using these as well today. We're gonna see how they work. And yeah, that's it. Let's just get into it. So I don't mind my hair too much because it's kind of a mess, let's be honest. It's kind of a mess. I put a sweater on because I was cold. I got home and it's been raining all day today, and I just wanted to get cozy and like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. So I'm gonna open up the palette. Yesterday or the other day when I did get this palette, I did swatch a couple of them because I'm that bitch, okay, who buys makeup and is just like super excited that it has to touch the eyeshadow. But this is what the actual palette looks like. I'm just trying not to blind you with this ring light. There you guys can see it. It does have like your nice kind of transition shades, kind of like to deepen up and then to really deep and out any kind of look that you're doing. So I thought that was really good, and I think for the price, I mean, I haven't used the actual eyeshadows on my eyes, but I think this is a pretty good palette. So I'm just gonna leave this here. It does also have a mirror, so that's very convenient. You know, you can just kind of do your eyeshadow with this and you don't have to worry about it. The packaging feels it feels pretty heavy, and it doesn't feel like cheapy or anything like that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm actually going to take this first shade and just kind of pop it all over the lid to kind of get rid of some of this redness. I don't have anything on my face other than just a little bit of concealer and a little bit of like powder foundation, but nothing really. Don't mind my forehead, it's ugly AF at the moment, but yeah, this is the E.L.F blending brush. It doesn't say anything other than that. It just says, I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to see right there, E.L.F blending brush, and this is what it looks like. So it's really nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna use this actually to pop this color on to. So they're a little bit powdery, like I don't know if you guys can see. But it does seem like it's coming off on the brush, so that's good. And I'm just gonna put that all over the lid just to kind of get rid of this discoloration and just start nice and fresh. Now this brush, I can tell you it doesn't feel like heavy. Let's see, like for example, well, I mean, there is a big difference in size in comparison to this Morphe one that I have, but it just feels kind of lightweight. So yeah, but it was super affordable, so you know, I ain't complaining about it. Okay, with that same brush, I'm gonna dig into the second shade right here, which looks like a warm brown shade. And yeah, these eyeshadows are quite powdery. Like you can definitely see it kind of coming off. They are pigmented, so I don't mind it too much if the eyeshadow that I'm using is a little bit more powdery, as long as it actually shows up on the eyelid. You know what I'm saying? This brush, I feel like I'm kind of obsessed with already though, because it's so fluffy. It just blends that eyeshadow on there like so well. So well. So nice. And these blend really nicely. Like there, like it didn't take me much work to blend that color. It does not seem patchy or anything like that. Like you guys can see it on there. And I'm just kind of building up the color. Since this is a transition, I'm kind of bringing it a little bit farther up here so that it peeks through as we keep going with whatever look we're doing. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing or like what kind of look I'm doing, but I do want to use this purple purpley burgundy kind of shade. I'm gonna be taking a different brush. I guess I'm gonna try this one. This is the blending eye brush and the number 183C. This one I didn't even tell you guys, but this one is the 84020C. I don't know why they have to make the number so complicated. Like they cannot just call it like a pencil brush and then with this number, or like a blending brush with this number. So this one is kind of like a pencil brush. This one is white. Let's see. This one's kind of a pencil brush, but it's still pretty fluffy. So what I want to try and do with this one is kind of pack on some color on the outer V of the eye, and then kind of blend it. I just don't know which color to take. I guess I'm gonna take this one right here, which looks a little bit more, it looks a little bit. Actually, no, that one's too cool tone, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one, which is kind of like, it kind of looks a little pinky. But let's just pick that up with this brush. This brush. And I'm gonna pack that kind of over here on the outer V. I feel like that's not as pigmented, but it's definitely buildable. Like, this is the second time going on with that shade, and it's definitely like a more buildable form. Oh my god, I really cannot speak today. It's definitely a more buildable formula, which I like, and I don't mind a buildable formula. I've told you guys that like many times on my videos, because sometimes when you go in with too much pigment, it will be a little more difficult to kind of blend or work with the eyeshadow, so I don't mind it being a more buildable formula. That's nice. So I'm just gonna take that other fluffy brush with nothing on it, and I'm just kind of blending that further. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna take this color, so the burgundy shade that I was telling you guys about. It seems hella pigmented, so I kind of kept that on one side of the brush. I didn't put it on the other side because I want to use that side to kind of blend it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this out on the outer V again, and I'm gonna be creating kind of like a V shape, so I'm gonna start doing that with this brush. Just gonna build it up. This one is definitely not as pigmented as I would want it to be. Yeah, this one is definitely, like, when you swatch it, I mean, even when you swatch it, it's not like super pigmented, but it's definitely there. And I feel like it just looks kind of sheer on the eye. I'm just gonna try and apply it with my finger. I think that works a little bit better. Even then, it doesn't look that pigmented. I'm just gonna try and blend that out. It doesn't seem to be going on the lid. It just kind of looks like a very sheer color. Let's try a different brush. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Nope, it's like literally like no pigment is coming off on the eye. And that's really weird because when I swatch it with my finger, you can definitely see it. You know, I mean, mattes are a little bit more tricky, especially if you're trying to use them all over the lid. But this one, I just feel like it's really not doing it. I mean, now that I've applied it with the finger, you can definitely see it on there. But once I go in and I blend it out, it's like it takes some of the intensity off. You know, that ain't cool at all. At all. Since we are here, let's try a little bit of the black from this palette. I'm just gonna use that brush. And I'm gonna try and create kind of like a wing with this brush, with this black. Even the black seems like it's not that pigmented. Like, you guys see it? It's just, it's not working out, guys. You know what? It's the end, because I thought this was going to work out really well. I swear I heard people talking about this palette being so good and all this shit and that, but I don't think so. And you get fallout. Like, look, I have hella fallout right here. So no, I don't. Okay guys, so I think I have my conclusion about this palette, this E.L.F matte for matte eyeshadow palette. I'm very disappointed actually, because I was hoping it'd be good. Now the funny thing is, oh my god, I just broke my nail. The funny thing is, I drop my shit all the time. That's the funniest thing. No, the funny thing is they swatch pretty well because they feel really, really nice and buttery, and they are. Don't get me wrong, they are really nice and buttery. However, on the eyes, they don't really translate that well, especially the darker shades. I feel like these shades, like the more transition-y shades, are really, really nice. Like, for example, those were the 3 first ones right here. And those look really nice. They look really nice and swatched. They actually blend really well, but that's the other thing. Once you go in and blend it out, the intensity that you have put already, it's gonna go away. So I'm gonna swatch the next 3 from the palette. So that's these 3 right here. Same thing. They feel really nice and buttery. They don't feel chalky. So that's the thing. You would think they were going to work really well on the eyes because of the fact that they swatch really nicely and they don't feel chalky or anything like that. Like, look at that. Those are really nice swatches. However, again, when you go in and blend them out, you do lose some of the intensity, and they just don't. It's almost kind of hard to see them on the eyes. Now I'm gonna swatch the last 3. No, wait, the last 4. Even the black, when you swatch it, you're like, damn, girl, that's a good black. But that's just not the case, unfortunately. So I'm gonna put it here. Like, look at those swatches. Those swatches of the last ones are, they look good. But I mean, you guys saw me trying to work with them and they just don't work well. So I'm pretty upset, I'm not gonna lie, because I paid $12 and I was hoping for something to work, but it didn't really. So yeah. In terms of the eyeshadow brushes, I'm really, really happy with these. I'm definitely gonna keep using these, especially this one. This one, oh my god, it just worked so well. It's so fluffy, it's so soft, and Oh, look at the powder from that eyeshadow palette coming out. Yeah, that's the other thing. They're really like powdery. Like really powdery. Yeah, the brushes, I definitely recommend them, especially for the price. They're so affordable. So like, these are already going into my little brush collection because, yes. Alrighty guys, so even though I'm looking like a crazy mess, like my eyeshadow right now, there you guys have it. That was today's video. I'm sorry that it didn't really go as planned. I was hoping for this to be a winner, but honestly, I don't recommend this palette. Like, don't even waste your $12 on it. Instead, save up for something better or get one of the more affordable palettes from anywhere else. But these ones, I mean, just in general with this one, because this is the one I tried. This one I don't recommend it. It says hashtag play beautifully. Well, I cannot do that with that palette. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys don't run into the trouble of buying that shit and then just being disappointed, you know, as you're trying it out, because this looks horrible. Like, what is that on my eyes? No. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.